Alright, looks like I'm live for long form streams and now for the vertical stream. Doesn't look like I'm live on Twitch though, what's going on there? Or I think it is, but it says unstable. Anyway, Dante, welcome! Of course, you're the first person to comment, as usual. Yeah, I don't see my stream on Twitch right now. That's a bit of a problem. What's going on? Okay, so far the connection seems to be good on the long form stream as well as the vertical stream, but Twitch is acting up. Well, to be honest, it's not like I don't have any viewers on Twitch anyway. I'm tempted to just ignore it. Yeah, it says that it's unstable. It's not showing anything either. That's okay. Well, anyway. YouTube is where it's at for now. I'll worry about Switch later. So today we're gonna be trying to overcome Watson. So I got stuck on Watson last time because I had to rely. I was planning to originally use Shedinja, but as you can see here, Nincada is only at level 14. You have to get to level 20 in order to be able to use Shedinja. And one of my playthrough rules is that I'm not allowed to train my Pokemon in between mandatory trainers. In other words, the only Pokemon that I can fight against are the Pokemon of mandatory trainers. And that's the only place where any sort of training will happen. And because of that, I wasn't able to train Nincada up to level 20, which I didn't think would happen because when I was testing my best Blaziken team for Pokemon Emerald, I was able to train 2 Pokemon to level 20 by the time I challenged this gym, so I'm a bit surprised. My guess is that Nincada has more experience points needed to level up compared to other Pokemon. So yeah, that's what I'm expecting. That's what I was hoping to do, but looks like it's not gonna work out. And Dante said first again, and rubbing it in Pookie's face. Alright, so Dante suggested a strategy last time that I use double team. I don't think I'm gonna see if I can beat Watson without relying on double team. And what I'm thinking of doing is I'm gonna rely mostly on Nincada. I'm gonna first use Grovyle to lower Voltorp's health to the point that he uses self-destruct, and then I'll sack Ralts. Assuming, and if that doesn't work, I'll sack Makahita. Then after that, I'm gonna use Nincada to spam Sand Attack on Electrike, Magneton, and Manectric. So hopefully I'm able to, you know, figure things out from there. That's the general strategy. First I'm going to teach Rock Smash to Grovyle. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe I can also teach it to Poochyena. Okay, I think I'll go to Quick Attack. Switch is still not working. That's interesting. Now, the final moveset for Poochyena consists of Shadow Ball, Yawn, Protect, and Sand Attack. So, Protect I can teach later on, so I can afford to use Rock Smash for now. Okay, I think we're ready to challenge him. Yeah, let's challenge him. Okay, not surprising, he's using Shockwave. And it doesn't do a lot of damage, so that's why we're using Grovyle. Okay. I thought I remember Bullet Seed dealing more damage than that, but apparently not. I bet you he gets paralyzed. Oh no? Okay. Don't forget the Miracle Seed for Grovyle. Oh, right, cut. Yeah, I forgot about that. Well, yeah, if I'm able to figure out how to beat Watson under these circumstances as they are right now, then yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. Link of Mayora. A Jewish person made this game. Interesting, I know. Ah, really? Okay. That's interesting information. Thanks for the info. Miracle Seed and Ogre will probably make Grovyle hit harder. Yep. Okay, I'm guessing. Okay, he'll probably use a potion. So next time, if I get him to low health, he's definitely going to use self-destruct. I lied. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah. To be honest, I was thinking Jewish person in a Japanese game. I was a bit skeptical, but that's okay. No worries, man. Now, will they really use self-destruct here? I mean, you know what? I'm gonna risk it because he has. I think he can finish me off with one more move, with one more electric move. So it doesn't make sense to use self-destruct. Oh, I guess I was wrong. Okay. Reset, no problem. And get rid of quick attack. So it really does like to resort to self-destruct, huh? Okay. So, alright, now I know. But he was Japanese and the story his father was a kamikaze pilot in World War II. Alright. In his autobiography, he mentions his father in World War II dying, and this inspired him to make Pokemon. Interesting, I know. Why does World War II lead to Pokemon? What's the connection? Yeah, hopefully use self-destruct. Yep, perfect. Okay, we're gonna use, of course, MC Hammer. Now, what I'm thinking of doing is... the problem is it's risky, but I'm thinking... I can use Grovyle to lower his defense. Although, I guess it's not worth it. I think I should save that for Manic Trick. They're deeply linked to popular fan theories and pop culture history. Alright, man. Kanto's gym leader. Lieutenant Surge, who famously states that his electric Pokemon saved him during the war. Interesting, I know. Alright. Let's see. Now I just wanna... You know, should I sack up Zago? Yeah, Doug's not gonna be useful anyway. Yeah. Okay, missed. So I'd be actually able to deal some damage. I'm sorry, I lied. Yeah, not surprised there. Alright, so the reason why I sacked Nakuhita was so that I could reset the stat changes on Ninkata's defenses. Because you know, one quick attack is going to do a lot of damage because he spammed Howl. But I made you laugh, and that's what is important. Have a nice evening. You too, you too. Oh, not doing a lot of damage, huh? Big surprise. Potion time. Huh. He's still able to attack, huh? That's why I'm using Fury Swipes, because the chances of landing a critical hit is much more high. So I landed 2 crits in that exchange. Okay, so the quick attack's not enough to kill. That's good. You need to train our team more. Okay, I'm assuming you're new to the channel, so I'll let you know that one of the key rules in this, when it comes to me testing teams, is that I'm not allowed to train my team in between mandatory trainers. That's the only way to be able to determine whether or not the team that is being tested can be considered the strongest, because the best teams are able to win despite being underleveled. What's going on? That's how many quick attacks in a row. Man, what the heck? Ooh, gotcha. Alright, cool. Okay, I don't want him to die. Yeah, I need to make sure he misses a quick attack first if I finish him off. What is going on? Okay, finish him off now. Wow. Perfect timing to be fully paralyzed. Okay, now! Paralyzed again. One more. One more. Oh, come on. Okay, it didn't land. Finish him! Okay. Okay, Magneton, right? So... Now the question is, okay, he's gonna be using Shockwave and or Sonic Boom, right? Sonic Boom will kill in one turn. Well, you can use 3 Sonic Booms against Gecko. Well, -6 actually hits like you never lowered it. Yeah, exactly, Dante. Now, if I get fully paralyzed, though, that's gonna be a problem. You're just gonna be able to. You just need to spam Sonic Boom and I'm dead. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and use Gecko. Oh, I'm almost out of potions. That's a problem. Smash. Okay, don't be fully paralyzed now. Okay. Oh, that barely dealt anything. Sand attack until Nikata dies. I still need Nikata for Manic Trick. That was a crit. That barely dealt anything. Okay, I'm out of potions, right? Yeah, I'm out. Okay. What do we got here? Okay, I'm probably gonna have to reset and like I don't know, find a way to stock up on more potions without battling trainers. Fully paralyzed. Okay. I could probably just use Shockwave if we're dead. Don't die, man. Hey, Edo Stevens, how you doing? Yeah, we're not winning this. Okay, so what went wrong against? The problem is Magneton and Manic Trick. Rock Smash doesn't do anything. I think it might be better to just spam Leer on Magneton rather than using Rock Smash. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Maybe I should teach Rock Tomb to someone. That was just unlucky. It landed all the quick attacks. Yeah, that's true. I ended up wasting so many potions. Let's see how much money I have. I have enough for 2 regular potions. Oh, but they only sell super potions. Miracle Seed too. I could do that later. I'll try that again if I really can't figure out a way to win this. I'll try that again. I'll try that later. I don't feel like going down to get regular potions. Yeah, because I'm not gonna be using grass moves against. Well, it could be useful against Manic Trick, but I'm gonna be mostly relying on MC Hammer. Twitch is still not showing my stream. That's great. Paralyzed. Nope. Okay. Oh, I forgot I was going to teach Rock Tomb to someone. I thought to make a Trico so that Makahita can attack. Well, we'll try winning this battle first. Only one you wouldn't use Grass Move on is just Magneton. Don't plan to use it on Electric either because the one quick attack will kill Gecko. Can I get a shout out? Jafun the Baboon, of course! Shout out to Jafun the Baboon, welcome to the stream, hope you're doing well. Oh, you already landed a quick attack, huh? You might kill with the next one. Rock Tomb would at least give speed control. Yeah, that's why I'm thinking about using it. Alright, I'm gonna use Leech Life because I've lost some health. Ooh, we landed the Leer. That's gonna make his succeeding attacks more damaging. Rock Smash would be way better if the defense drop was guaranteed. That's true. Ooh. That's a lot. course he got paralyzed. Okay, since I have my health, I'm just gonna spam Fury Swipes instead. Or not. Fully paralyzed. Gosh. I think the stream is not synced up audio-wise, or it could be my phone. Really? Try reloading the stream, see what happens. Because I'm not getting any negative feedback from my software. Now I hear no audio in your stream. What about you guys in the vertical stream? Do you guys hear anything? Can you guys hear me? It says excellent on my status for YouTube on the long form stream. Oh, that was the worst case scenario. Loud and clear. Shika Shinobi, welcome to the stream. Okay, it's good to know that you guys can hear me on the vertical stream. I'm wondering if is it a problem with the long form? Okay, Dante did not hear me. Never mind. Okay, Nagaton. How annoying. Don't use Sonic Boom, please. Ugh. Okay, I'll just sack. What do I sack? Chekhov. Now, yeah, I'm gonna have to spam Leer here. After using a super potion. Well, at least Grovyle survives crit, but it also means I have to use another potion. Gonna have to... Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to teach Geico Rock Tomb. That's what I'll do after I reset this, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna lose this battle. Your audio is lost again? I'm gonna have to. I guess I'll find out when I check the stream again later, but I'm not sure what to do about that because everything seems to be working fine here. Like I'm looking at OBS right now. It's detecting my mic. It's detecting the audio for the game. Not sure what's going on. And the YouTube doesn't seem to be indicating any problem. Maybe you should try switching to the vertical stream. Although, wait, I guess you can't hear me, so let me type it. Okay. So it's probably gonna use Shockwave again. I don't see myself winning this battle, but whatever. Okay. Don't use Sonic Boom, please. Or at least miss. Yeah, I don't see myself winning this battle. Okay, missed. Now we can. Oh, I'm still probably gonna lose this. Okay, works here, but the horizontal stream has no sound. I wonder what. There are according to YouTube, there's other viewers here. Can you guys comment this and if the audio really isn't working? Wait, let me type it here. I'll just type it. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna reset. I'm gonna teach Rock Tomb to Grovile. I think you are a bit underleveled. That's actually the point. In order to be able to determine whether or not teams are the strongest, they have to be able to win well underleveled. Because that's what happens when you don't train your team in between mandatory trainers. Okay. My original plan, just to share, was to level up Ninkata to level 20. I thought there would be enough trainers to get him to that level, but it turns out that's not the case. Which is why I have to use Ninkata instead. But if it were Shedinja, all I would need to do is just get Voltorb to use self-destruct, and then because he's the only Pokemon with a move that is super effective against Shedinja, and then Shedinja would just sweep through the rest of the team. Because they have no moves that can affect Shedinja. That was the original plan, but since it's not working, I'm gonna have to see if I can figure out something here with the team as it is. Pookie sabotaging your stream, bruh. Yeah, I haven't seen Pookie in forever. I hope he or she's doing okay. But yeah, if Pookie's sabotaging his stream, he or she and I have a problem. Yao Miguel, what's up? How are you doing? I'm assuming you saw my message, right? So I'm assuming you can hear me. Please comment again if you can hear me. Good evening, by the way. Yeah, good evening to you too. And yeah, now he's paralyzed. That's just great. Okay, he should be able to survive. He's dead to crit, but I don't see the point in using a potion for that. It's worth it. I can hear you perfectly. That's great. It's because I got first comments of Pookie trying to mess up your stream. Huh. That's not my fault, Pookie. Why are you doing that to me? Alrighty. He's probably gonna use self-destruct. Yep. Yeah, if I had Shedinja, the rest of this match would be a breeze. But no, I have to use Ninkata. Oh, he's also using Leer? Oh, how annoying. Okay. I'm gonna switch into DFuego. Because yeah, Marill needs all those experience points. Almost a 10 level gap against Watson. That's insane. Yep. I wasn't expecting it because normally teams aren't that underleveled against just gym leaders. But that's what's happening here. Okay, now he's gonna use Shockwave. I could switch into MC Hammer for free. Now Fury Slice. Ugh. Wondering if I should, yeah, I was wondering if I should use Golem for this gym, but based on my, I have to reassess him again, but based on my initial assessment, Golem is not that useful for later obstacles in the game. Okay, missed. Yeah, keep using Leer. Leer is your best strat, Watson. Yeah, keep doing that, keep doing that. Still exactly half. Okay, what I'm gonna have to do is, after this, I'm gonna use Leech Life. Yeah, I have to use Leech Life. But of course he's fully paralyzed and therefore can't do anything. And he's paralyzed again. Okay. That dealt 18 damage. He's using a cherry berry on the cat allowed. Yeah, it's allowed. What? Oh, it's a cherry. Wait a minute. Is a cherry berry supposed to cure paralysis? I think if that's the case, that'd be great. But I think, because of how many times I'm using physical attacks, he probably will just get paralyzed anyway. So I don't think it's gonna make a difference. And it turns out that using Leech Life won't make a difference in terms of enabling Ninkata to survive multiple hits from multiple quick attacks. Yeah, static sucks. True that. Does Leech Life trigger static? I think so, because it's a physical attack. If I remember correctly, Bug types are physical attacks in Gen 3. But I can experiment with it next time. Why not use Leer? Just keep using Leer. That's your best strategy. Okay, it would be great if I can get like a bunch of crits here. 4 crits in a row, that would be great. Okay, don't finish him off. Don't, stop. Oh, now you land a critical hit. Now you land a critical hit. Ugh. Oh wait! Because of his level up, he's going to be able to survive one Sonic Boom. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, so I don't have to complain anymore about that. But, still have to think about how I'm going to approach this. Nkata is trolling you now. Yeah, true that. Okay, I'm not really thinking right now, but whatever. We'll figure something out. Okay, I'm gonna have to use Rock Tomb. I'm basically gonna have to like... Oh man. This is an expensive battle. Oh, but then you use Rock... Sonic Boom. Ah, but then Rock Boom missed! That was a wasted opportunity. Yeah, that'd be great. What'd be great is if I can like lower his speed enough so that he'll be outsped by Pushiana, and then I can use Yawn. That would be the best case scenario. That was... Is running Rock Smash on Groval the option would be a pain since the move deleted all the way into the Cove City. Yeah, Dante suggested Rock Smash as well, and I tried using Rock Smash before you came on the stream. The problem is it doesn't deal a lot of damage. It barely makes an impact against Magneton. So what I'm thinking is maybe I can use DFuego instead, because he has a, stab fighting type moves that deal more damage than Rock Smash. You could do this in Manic Trick too. Yeah. Oh, I'm still outsped. Probably low Ivy. Okay, what about Mario? What if Armfest doesn't kill Shockwave, just kills DFuego? Yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen, to be honest. I'm just grasping at straws here. Tail Whip. Okay, try that. Okay, it does outspeed. I don't think it's worth. I don't think it's battle's worth dragging out. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get that Miracle Seed in Rustboro City. Oh man, it's gonna be such a pain. Dada, can you tell me where the Miracle Seed is? I'm assuming it's in Rustboro City, or is it in the Petalburg Woods? If I remember, is that what you guys said last time? Okay, I'm getting lucky so far. Little Woods cut is needed. Okay. Marilla's faster because it wasn't paralyzed. Yeah, that's true. And then I just realized I don't have enough PP to use Sand Attack on Manic Trick. The critical hit was barely dealt any damage. Yeah, I'm not gonna win this. Well, okay, I'm gonna have to do some thinking. Yeah, this might just be an impossible roadblock. If I can't figure out a strategy for Watson, I'm gonna have to go back to team building, and I'm gonna have to end the stream early. How did he land Supersonic, man? Man, that paralysis is really getting in the way. Probably gonna run out of PV before I defeat Vagaton, especially if Watson uses a potion. These are the health items you can snag at this point. Quick Claw, Black Glasses, Soft Sand, Miracle Seed. Okay, can you give me the locations of each? I'm gonna go ahead and collect them. Uh, the quick claw might come in handy because of course, outspeeding. But I'd rather be able to control for outspeeding with the moves of the team. Quick claw, Rustboro City Pokemon Trainer School from the teacher. I have to go all the way back to Rustboro for everything. Silk Scarf, Buford Town. Okay. I forgot what the Silk Scarf does. Silk Scarf does. Let me just research that. Soft Sand. Okay, that boosts ground type moves. That's probably not gonna be useful. Raises the power of normal type moves by 20%. Okay, in Gen 3 it was 10%. Okay, that's gonna be useful. Huh. Black Glasses. Okay, I forgot what the Black Glasses does. Oh, boost the power of dark type moves. No, we don't have any dark type moves on the team. I mean, we can use dark type moves on Goval because he has Pursuit, but it would be better to just use the Miracle Seed instead. But before I go hunt down all those items, I gotta think is it actually possible to defeat Watson with this team? Because the health items will provide a boost, sure, but it's probably not gonna use as many. I mean, it's probably not gonna make that big of a difference because I was still far away from defeating Magneton, and yeah, that Sonic Boom deals a lot, and then of course I have to deal with paralysis on Nikada. Yeah, the original plan was supposed to be that I use Shedinja. If this was Shedinja, this would be an easy battle. But yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't able to get Nikada to that level by the time we challenged Watson. Okay, yeah, let's do some thinking. Okay, how do I defeat Magneton? Magneton is the biggest problem right now. Because with Manic Check, I just have to do the same strat as Electric, which is just lowering his accuracy so that he won't be able to hit with Quick Attack. But with Magneton, yeah, Magneton still outsped Nakahita after his speed was lowered by 3 stages. So am I gonna have to spam potions until I get it completely at the minimum? Okay, is it possible for Fuchien to outspeed Magneton? Because yeah, if I do that, you can use Yawn and then Nakahita can come in and finish him off. But if I'm gonna be relying on Rock Tomb, I would have to hope to not get hit by a crit, and I'm gonna have to spam potions all the way. So it's very tedious to pull off. I just wonder how low you need to drop Magneton's speed. Yeah. Yeah, the best Pokemon to overcome this gym would be Golem. Or Geodude. Probably Geodude at this point. But yeah, I don't think Geodude is that useful for later obstacles in the game. Huh. And I forgot that if I'm going to be lowering Sand Attack Or sorry, lowering accuracy with sand attack. And I'm gonna do it on 3 Pokemon. I need at least 18 PP. And Canada only has 15 PP. Makahita deals low damage to Vital Throw. He deals okay damage to Vital Throw. The problem though is that it's a low priority move and he gets one-shotted by Shockwave. That's why I can't use Makahita. Here, let's see if I don't have Doug. I wonder what the speed stats are. Let's take a look. Speed is 16 versus 13 for Makahita. Makes me wonder. No. Yeah, what would I do? How would I beat Nakaton? I'm curious what the other... I'm thinking about my other options for Pokemon in the game, because I'm wondering if I have to rebuild this team from scratch. Because if it's too weak for the early gyms, this is not going to be fun for the users to use. I mean, like, yeah. Like, I can even if I win with this team. Like, I was able to beat Brawly, right? But that wasn't a fun way to beat Brawly, so I don't know if the viewers would enjoy using this team anyway. I guess you need to get Nagaton to -4 speed. Oh, because I got him to -3 speed earlier for Marill to beat him, right? But then, Arm Thrust probably won't kill Nagaton in one shot. So I think the key is to get him to fall asleep using Poochyena. I think that's the real win condition. So the question is, well, taking a look at these items here. Silk Scar. Okay, I think the Silk Scarf is worth getting. Oh! Maybe I can raise the Pokemon's levels a bit, because one rule I have when it comes to the game is that I don't force myself to walk in paths where there's wild grass all the time, because it's just very inconvenient and wouldn't be fun for the people using the teams anyway. So I'm thinking maybe I can use the bike to go down the bicycle lane from Marvel City to Solataport City, and I'll probably run into some trainers there so I can raise up the Pokemon's levels. But what's Poochyena's speed? Let's take a look. 9. Yeah, so well, that's the problem. But yeah, I'm thinking if I do train up the levels of the Pokemon though by like 1 or 2, who would benefit from it the most? Because Nincada won't deal a lot of damage. He already does what he needs to do in order to lower accuracy. I would think Abduega would benefit the most. Now, what's the Silk Scarf? I don't think we need the Miracle Seed. Not yet, at least. But would Cut be useful? Cut might be useful for Nincada. I can just use that instead of Scratch. I think I'd needs it just to have more speed, be less Rock Tomb speed drop reliant. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, if only there was a way to like use Calm Mind on these members. Sheldon is way too underleveled. Then again, though, if Poochyena is able to put Nagaton to sleep, then while he's asleep, I can just use Vital Throw on Nakahita. What to do? Or should I just drop this team altogether? I don't know. Yeah, this is why I haven't been able to share a best team for Sceptile as a starter in Pokemon Emerald yet, because this is the best theoretical composition I came up with, and it's not working. And this took quite a while. But it's quite strong at this point with the Silk Scarf. Yeah. Okay, you know what? I don't want to give up on this team yet, so I'll go ahead and do what Dante suggested. So we're gonna get is John negative priority? No, it isn't. Okay. So we're gonna go back to Rustboro City and do for it first so we can get the Silk Scarf. Now, yeah, who needs his levels trained? I think Vago might benefit from it the most. He's also he's the most bulky, and yeah, if his speed increases, Vago or Puchikoth? Vago or Puchikoth? Who should we go with here? What to do? What to do? Yeah, I don't think I can prioritize Marill at this point because Watson is too difficult to overcome while making compromises. I have to go all out with this team. No compromises whatsoever. So I'm gonna have to plan around that idea. Puchiana would need more Rock Tombs drop at this point. Dogan needs -4, Puchiana needs -6 right now, and this still may not be guaranteed. But that's what I'm thinking. What if we raise Puchiana's speed by giving him experience points? And this is why I got tired the last stream, because yeah, I'm already, my mind's already fresh and I'm still having trouble with this. Last time I was able to figure out how to beat Brawly in the May. I'm having a hard time thinking about how to defeat Watson. That Magneton is really a bother. If we had Blaziken or Combuskin, that would be a lot easier. Now I'm also thinking maybe I could have replaced DFuego with Breloom, so that I can use Leech Seed. That's the one thing I was also considering. Just that. Yeah, Marill would be by himself for Flannery. Maybe a level 12 Puchiana could outspeed the Magneton at -3 speed. But are we going to be able to get Puchiana to level 12? Well, I mean, that I have to get lucky to run into trainers while on the cycling road. Manectric is probably the fastest thing in the game you'll encounter so far. Manectric or Voltorb? But although Manectric is I don't think Manectric is that as big of an issue. I think because Manectric you just have to enable it. I mean, lower its accuracy. I'm probably gonna just save the lowering accuracy strat for for Manic Trick and Electric. And then for Magneton, I need to set up F-Blego somehow. So the question is, do I do it with Fuchiana, or do I just rely on F-Blego all the way? Okay, F-Blego or Puchikoth? I think Fuchiana is needed because I'm pretty sure Arm Thrust doesn't kill Magneton and it just outposts a Shockwave. Yeah, I agree. I'm thinking, is there a scenario wherein I can use Nakahita to like deal multiple turns of Arm Thrust onto Magneton? If he outspeeds, he'll deal one Arm Thrust, and then Magneton will use Shockwave and take him out. Yeah, I think Fuchikoth is the way. So Fuchikoth to put Magneton to sleep, and then we use F-Blego to spam Vital Throw while he's asleep. Okay. Let's get out of here. Okay, obviously I'm not a great driver. I pressed. It didn't detect my right turn. Okay. I ran into a trainer. I think F-Blego needs to face a sleeping Magneton. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. You know what? What we can do is... yeah, I'll train up to Lego. I'll use up Lego to fight. Probably won't make a big difference, but it's worth trying. Okay, let's save it here. Whoops. Oh no, I have to face a trainer. Huh, even less level than this guy. Speed is 10. Okay. I'm not gonna waste potions. Okay, I'm gonna go back up. Heal up. And then... yeah, it's gotta be... thrifty. I am a terrible driver. Look at that. Oh, that's it. Oh, my technique is remarkable. Interesting. Okay, let me look at the chat again. Silk Scarf, there's Quick Claw. Oh, come on, come on. We're gonna go ahead and get the Silk Scarf. H trainer in the house, not at the port. Okay. I do seems like this was an accent wasn't too thick. I get tired code switching. Well, do you not have a French audience? Well, I guess French is much more limited in terms of potential audience compared to English. That's true. But maybe you could, like, I don't know, try having an auto translator so that you know there will be subtitles with what you're saying. I don't know. So I've got the Silk Scarf already. Now we're gonna get the Miracle Seed and the Cut. Oh no, I got seen by a trainer. I have to fight. You've heard how I sound. That's what she said, man. Wow. That missed? Huh. Wormhole. Okay, then we can put himself. You got a pretty good attack, huh? Here comes the post-nasal drip. Aw, another trainer. I think going for items and accidentally running into trainers is fair game. I agree. I'm wondering if Maril has a special attack lowering nature. She should be able to one-shot, I would think. Oh, I completely forgot. Oh no! This guy's the guy who uses a filler sword and Zigzagoon, right? Okay. 12 speed. Okay, I think we're gonna be able to do it. What does registering me have to do with this having a lot of money? Oh, we're here. Okay, I'll think about that later. Okay. Miracle Seed. Soft Sense useless. Silk Scarf. I got already. Quick Claw. Oh. Boros Training School. Okay, where's that? Here. Okay. This guy? I like the music. Huh. Never seen this cutscene before. Held items are technically part of battles, so going for them and accidentally running into trainers is fair game. I agree. I agree. No objections. But I'll give the quick thought to... Wait. What do I give it to? I guess Ninkata. No, Ninkata's gonna be using Cut, so I didn't use a Silk Scarf. We'll think of something after that, after I get all the items. Yeah, I'm assuming it's here. Okay, we'll get rid of Scratch. Oh, it only does 10 more damage? Okay, that's annoying. Where's the move deleter again? Oh, I believe it's in Lilikov City. Will I be using Shedinja for any Pokemon before Tate and Liza? Flannery? No. Norman? Could, Lanoon. But if I have a bulked up Hariyama, it shouldn't be a problem. Anyway, what is moves are gonna be? Sand Attack, Double Team, Screech, Fury Cutter. Well, I can just forego using Ninkata or Shedinja against Norman. Whatever. Are you a trainer? Oh, what's it here? Great Ball. Okay. Where do I get from here? Ah, okay, got it. So I got the Miracle Seed. Black glasses are not useful. Miracle Seed is useful. Got it already. Self Sand not useful. Silk Scarf got it already. Quick Claw got it. Okay. Let's give it to Grovyle already. We give the Silk Scarf to Ninkata. Okay, what about the Quick Claw? If Doggo has a mean handlebar mustache under that mask, everyone. You'll never know, because I'm not removing this mask. I'm just gonna humor myself and try refreshing the Twitch site. Oh, okay, so it is working. Okay, alright. Good to know. Trust me, everyone, no cap. Uh-huh. Sure. So how do I get the Quick Claw? The Quick Claw... I guess Puchiana, no? And then... do I go the experience share? Okay. Maybe after I go Puchiana, yeah. Dante knows a lot of stuff about the games. I wouldn't have known any of that stuff if it weren't for Dante. Thank you, man. The question is, how many potions do I get? Okay, so I have total of 10. Okay, I'm gonna be using Mikada. Yes, how many? 36 HP. So if it deals half and I didn't... Yeah, I think it makes sense to get a couple of regular potions. $2,800 divided by 3. Around 9. So I got 9 or 8? Maybe that'd be enough for one super potion. No? Yeah. Let's do that. Okay, we're teaching Rock Tomb to Gruvile. Okay, we're getting rid of Quick Attack. Yeah. Right. Okay, let's not get all that hard work by risking the game crashing. So I'm gonna save. I'm an encyclopedia up to Ultra Soul and Ultra Beam. I kinda stopped playing Pokemon after that. Alright. So I'll be relying on you for the what do you call it? The Game Boy and DS games. Okay. Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, up to Black and White 2 was peak Pokemon to me. I would agree. Alright. This time, let's see if we can beat Watson. Alright. Back to battling Watson, boys. It's been an hour 30, and we're still not shit over Watson. Huh? Why did he do that? This is more intense than the World Cup at the moment. Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna agree with that sentiment because it benefits me. Why did he use self-destruct from the get-go? Is it because he knows I have the Miracle Seed? I don't think it's very likely though. I used the wrong move, whatever. Just so that, you know, I won't waste time. That could have a long-term effect on the team winning, that mistake of mine. Is he really gonna use self-destruct a lot? Okay, let's see. Voltorb is an Indonesian mascot. Oh, it does have the same colors as the flag. Okay, and the crit will help. Now you'll finally use self-destruct. Really? How about now? Okay. Monaco too. Oh, okay. Now let's see. I'm gonna send out Electric to full of the MC Hammer strat. Yeah, keep using Leer, man. Link of Mayora, welcome to the stream. 1 out of 5 tacos has been eaten by an Ekans. How many tacos were left? Wait. What's your answer, man? No, because they were really dittos. Oh, okay. Interesting, I know. Yeah, I remember you from earlier. Whoa! Okay, I'm gonna have to... I have to switch into someone. What is Pikachu's favorite candy? What is it? Shock Tarts. Okay, alright. There's another crit, okay. That was 28 damage. Oh no. No, they said boo. What is the difference between Snorlax and the pillow? What? One sleeps a lot and the other gets slept on a lot. That's true, that's true. Dante with the dead stone face emoji. Oh, I shouldn't have attacked. Okay. I made a mistake. We're gonna have to restart this battle. Yep. Okay, we'll redo that again, it's not a problem. Don't use self-destruct, okay. Why did Squirtle enter the swimming challenge in the Olympics? Last one? Those are creative, man. Keep coming up with those. See, cut with silk scarf does more. Yeah, you were right, man. You thought it would be a blast. Okay. Just use Leer, man. Leer's your best bet. Uh-oh. If he hits me then I'm gonna be dead. What does one Geodude say to the other Geodude? Dude. Oh. What's the answer? Geo bro? ARViewerStreamView.com Leather Kangaroo 3YVG. Welcome. Are you an AI viewer? Don't know. Let's rock. Oh, okay. Dante is reacting to the jokes. New makeup, Dante, since you are so witty. I think someone's taking things a little bit personally. Huh? What do you got to say to that, Dante? You're gonna just take that line down, Dante? You self-destruct, man. There should be a water-type dark red paradox form. It should be called Wet Dream. Actually, not a bad idea. USA hug. What language is that? There's the Google Translate symbols there. 2-0, moving on to round of 16. Of course I got a crit. But that's actually a good thing I got a crit there because he didn't kill. The US uniforms look like candy canes. Oh, I haven't seen their uniforms, so I don't know what they look like. I wait for France's next match. I haven't really been keeping track of the World Cup, although I did see that South Korea got eliminated early and they got a lot of bad treatment. And then Japan almost beat Brazil. Oh, what's going on? Has Watson gotten smarter? Tres bien is Spanish, right? Tres bien. I'm forgetting my strategy. Are you guys talking to each other in French or something? I don't speak socialism. Oh, okay. The political comments. That was 23 damage. Okay, here's regular potion. What's going on, man? No, we're speaking English now. Okay. Are you talking to me? Link of Mayora? Which Pokemon is the best? That's really up to you. There is no right answer for that. You just play old school this on Switch. I'm playing on an emulator. There's no Pokémon Emerald for the Switch yet. If DFuego keeps his channel a proud Muslim channel. Okay. I just played Red and Blue back in the day in middle school. Oh! Are you saying you're older than me? Because, this is the first game I played, Pokémon Emerald. Then I played it when I was like 8 years old. Oh, wasn't enough? Okay, gotta be careful. Don't make any careless mistakes. Don't talk down to Dante, Link, man. Let's all be nice here. He called you Muslim. They didn't say that, and even if he did call me Muslim, there's nothing wrong with that, you know? Did you hear the story of World War II and how Pokemon was created, Dante? It's very interesting. Man, this is annoying. Okay. Gonna have to be resourceful. We can use one more. Okay, I'm gonna sack Peekaboo. Then I'm gonna use Luciana. Not a live, I'd actually like to keep the money I make. Alright, I'm not gonna comment on the political stuff that's going on in the US. You guys keep talking. Just don't say anything that's you know, that sows discord amongst the community. Okay, what's the strat here? I need one more turn. Am I gonna sack a Gecko? What about Manic Trick? Ah, I know. He'll use Sonic Boom on MC Hammer. I can switch into Makahita free. You and your North Korean jokes. Okay, we finally took down Nagaton. But yeah, this is Manic Crystal gonna be a problem. Let's go, gang. Finally, that Nagaton dies. True that, true that, true that. But I'm worried about Manic Trick. Just don't use quick attack, man. Don't use quick attack. Or miss. Okay, you missed. Just use Shockwave, man. Go farm some XP, man. That's not how best teams work, man. Battle throw. Conquest. He's going for quick attack? Critical hit. Okay, well, that was a much better battle. Well, explain to me what you're doing. What I'm doing is I'm testing teams to see if they deserve to be called the strongest in the games. And in order for the teams to be considered the strongest, they have to be able to win without having to train their levels in between mandatory trainers. That's how I come up with the best teams that I've shared on my channel. And those are the standards that I use for determining whether or not the team is the strongest. This is my first stream sailor, yep. That was a crit too, yeah. My question is, the Shockwave for Manic Trick one-shot Nakahita? Let me look. Have you played this game before? I have. I have come up with the strongest team for Swampert and the strongest team from Blaziken. I've been trying to think of a team for Sceptile for quite a while, and it's been difficult. And you can clearly see why. My team is struggling quite a bit with just a third gym. Who are the best? I want to look up online and save hours. Oh, I already did that. I looked up the available options and came up with a team based on what I think would be best suited to overcome all the obstacles in the game. But if you're talking about available best teams online, I don't do that because I have my own interpretations of what the strongest teams are. I don't agree with the teams that are available on the internet. Isn't it subjective? Well, it depends. It can be subjective. It can also be objective. If we go by Mystic Umbreon's definition, he says that the team is supposed to have the absolute best performance in the Pokemon game. That is an objective measure. And in order to be able to measure the viability of a team, you need to have certain standards. So the reason why people don't seem to not agree on what the strongest teams are for the Pokemon games is because there isn't really a clear standard by which we measure teams. So I came up with one. I have a video you can check on my channel. It's called How I Come Up with the Strongest Teams. And I explain my standards that I use. It's not necessarily the end-all be-all for standards, but it's a framework that I believe can lean the discussion towards coming up with more objectively evaluated teams. So I think it technically is subjective, but if you want to make it objective, I think I have a way to do that. Anyway, let me just check. Oh my god, Manic Trick's special attack is 105. Okay, what about Magneton? Magneton is it's stronger. It's 120. What's the strat? Yeah, let's just start the battle and figure something out on the way. I don't want to spend too much time thinking. I'm already tired. If I can't figure out how to beat Watson in this stream, I'm probably gonna have to drop this team and come up with something else. Interesting, I gotta go to sleep. Alright, sleep well. Just use Shockwave, man. Dante's my little brother. Cool. We are friends, stop saying that. Right, anti-hammer. Yeah, if only MC Hammer had Harden. I had to delete Harden so that I could have enough PP to take down Brawly. If I can use Harden here, he'd be able to handle Manic Trick. I see a chin beard under that mask. Oh yeah, it looks like... Uh-huh. You caught me, man. There is. I'm gonna have to shave that. You missed a spot? No, I haven't shaved in a couple days. Oh, worst case scenario. Okay, at least he doesn't die from that crit. What's with my luck today, man? His luck is terrible today. Yeah, true that. It's the beard for sure. Well, by the way, I finally completed physical therapy. I can return to work on July 13th. That's really great to hear, man. Congrats. Good job. Good job muddling through and doing all the work that was needed. Good job, man. I'm really proud of you. What on earth is... I'm gonna have to rely on Trico to take a manic trick. Wait, who do I sack? Can't sack either one of them. I'll just sack Uchikov. Use Sonic Boom. Yeah, I didn't think so. Alright, let's see if Dweger can take him out with Arm Thrust. Actually, you know what? I think it's what's more important. Can you withstand an attack of... Can you withstand an attack of... From... Magneton and... Or Manic Trick? I want to find that out. Can you withstand this? I guess not. Okay. What's... I'm not sure if it's possible to beat Watson with this team. I think it's a redo if you Voltorb doesn't explode in rolls because you can't afford 2 stacks of just Voltorb. Yeah, I agree. And it'll probably need to be second magic on someone else. Yeah. Okay, you better explode here. Okay, good. That works. Keep doing that. Just keep using quick attack. Nah, I didn't think it was that dumb. I do see a lot of potential with Breloom though. Leech Seed Chip is always great. Yeah, that's true. Just that, how are we gonna get past May? Because we had to use Nakahita to get past May on our way to Malva City. Plus effects for activating on quick attacks. That is true. Okay, so to answer Dante's question from earlier, yes, Leech Life does trigger paralysis or static. I think it might be the end of this run, to be honest. I think I'm gonna have to rethink the team. If I do, I'll try to start streaming again tomorrow so that I can just continue this. You know, so that it doesn't have to like so you guys don't have to wait too long. Yeah, this will be my last attempt using this team. Are you going to continue this team if it ends up being an L? No, I'm not. I'm gonna rethink. I'm gonna rebuild the team. I mean for a stream tomorrow. If this team loses, what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to come up with a team within the day so that I can continue streaming tomorrow with a new team. I'd like to help. Sure, we can talk on the Discord. Yeah. At the risk of one more Pokemon going down. Game seems kind of hard to use so far even up to here. Yes, that's true. Crit. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back to the drawing board, guys. That'll be it for this stream. And like Dante said, I don't know if you'd comfortably recommend this team to people. Yeah, I don't think I can in good conscience do that. This is it took a lot of thinking just to win the last two major battles. That was Brawly and May. I lost a bunch of times to both of them, and now I can't figure out Watson. So yeah, you have to be really patient in order to be able to use this team, and it's not very viable. It's not very well built to defeat these three trainers. So I'm gonna go back to the drawing board, come up with a different team. Dante wants to help, so let's talk on Discord. We can do that there. That's gonna be it for the stream. So thank you guys for watching. This guy's proof that I don't just recommend any team that I come up with. The team actually has to do well, even if it has to be able to do well in practice. It can't just have a good reputation theoretically. It has to actually be able to, hold its own in the real world. So this is proof that I am holding up that standard when it comes to my own teams. So yeah, thank you for watching. DFuego, signing out.